Okay guys, the old school, we're gonna go. Wait a minute. And that might help. You ready for a somewhat cold start? Listen to that growl. So we're gonna do something and I'll show you what I've added to the truck. And I did get my rear window vent visor fixed. I retaped it. It would come off. I think last time what I did was I didn't let it sit, and I'm still getting 17.5 around town. If you can see it or not, I'll show you another video. You couldn't see it, but I'm gonna go do a 0 to 60, I guess, hopefully. I'm gonna do a little bit of acceleration. We're gonna do a time with the new piece I put on. I still got a couple of small exhaust leaks in the back of the exhaust somewhere. So one day later in the week when it cools off and the truck's sat and whatnot, I gotta do an oil change anyway to see what comes out and do a cut the filter and see what comes out from the Valvoline Restore and Protect. 5W30 has been working way better. And before I change oil and all, we'll do a dipstick comparison. And I'll probably change the transmission fluid. I've got four quarts of the AMSOIL automatic transmission fluid left. So I need that. I'll use all of that, and then 2 quarts of probably Valvoline Dextron 6, and then about we'll catalog at 200-300 miles. I'll change it again. So I guess technically it's twice a year. I'll go this way, I guess. A little bit bumpy there. But we'll do a hard acceleration when we get down a little ways, because this has a new piece of equipment under the hood. I gotta find, it's in here somewhere, the suction cup piece to mount this to the window. So I'll find out when I get back home. I gotta go feed my geese and ducks after I'm done this. Then go home. I've done some work on the garage. The grass cutter is a fuel line. It's a John Deere. It's 455 or 453. 455, I think. It's a almost 30-year-old grass cutter, guys, but that thing is still awesome. 60-inch deck, I believe, which is why I gotta get a newer or good used trailer or something. I've been looking, I'm scoping, so hopefully I'll set my sights on something in the next few weeks or so. The other one's in great shape, so I gotta try to sell that first. So yeah, I'll probably get a little bit longer trailer and possibly a tandem axle trailer. It'll make things a lot easier on my wife, because she really struggled with the short trailer. People think short trailers are easier. They are not. They are more difficult, and that's why I'm glad my dad, who's passed away now last year, may rest in peace. Hopefully he's in heaven with Jesus. Taught me how to back up and all with a short trailer before I ever started with a long trailer. And I'm telling you, when you go from a short trailer to a long trailer, much easier. And some people just can't back a trailer, and some people just don't have it. You know, some people they they could do it 1,000 times, and 1,000 times they'd fail. It just, not everybody's skilled at everything. Some people are skilled at one thing and not so skilled at another. So almost sounds like a police interceptor, doesn't it? No, this is not a police interceptor. Pretty sure theirs are the 6.2s. I don't think any of them had the 5.3s. But I love my 5.3. So we're going to do a 0 to 60. I'm already at 50. It does not feel like 50 miles per hour. I got to check and make sure I put the right tire size and all in that calibration when I did it last time, because I might have accidentally put the wrong one. It just doesn't feel right. I've gone up to 100 miles an hour before. This does not feel like 60, like almost 60, 63. 63 miles an hour is what it's showing. Does not feel like it. So, I don't get why people like to hug that line. If I can stay in between the lines pretty well on a pickup with one hand, even just a couple fingers. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Still in between the lines. Barely moving. I'm still not used to this steering. This electric power steering. It's just so much easier, and it requires hardly any touch that I always overcorrect. I still do it even after driving this truck for about 10 years, almost. I still find myself overcorrecting like I'm driving with an actual hydraulic power steering, because I've driven, that's all I've driven, is hydraulic power steering until this truck really. So, yeah. I mean, you can pretty much drive this truck, and I don't suggest everybody does it because they might not be comfortable. Some people like, I know what we're taught, 10 and 2 with the hands on the steering wheel. But I've always driven one hand and then just like a couple fingers, and sometimes down here, and just, I don't know. It's all your comfort level. If it's more comfortable for you to drive with two hands on the wheel, drive with two hands on the wheel. I like to be sit back as far as I can and lean back a little bit most of the time. So that's not everybody's comfort level. I'll try to do it here maybe. Now let's pull over and get this test started. Come on. Nope, wrong one. I don't want to change the screen. Oh crap. Change the screen. Let's go into the screen thing. Exit. Let me exit. Sorry about that, guys. Hope I don't run out of battery. Try to get at least one test done today. I have to wait for this vehicle now, so it works out. Takes it a minute. Now it's got to go through its tutorial stuff, like I need its tutorial to tell me how this thing actually works. Let's see. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's do 0 to 60. And boom. Got it. So there we go. I will go ahead and show you, I guess. There you go. test. And I actually hesitated. That's a hard shoulder to pull off from on a turn. Not my best, because that was on me, because I hesitated a little bit. So I will try to find a straightaway on the next one. I'll probably do another pull or two, and I'll show you guys what I have put on this truck. And what I've done to it in another video. But yeah, making a difference. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. And don't forget, Jesus loves you. He died for me and you. So just saying, go find him. Go learn about him. Tell me what you think. I think you guys will be surprised what he can do for your life. So love y'all. Peace be with you.